Hello and good afternoon. My name is Harry Henshaw of Enhanced Healing Counseling. And today I would like to go over a blog that I wrote and published this morning on the website. And it has to do with enhancing, improving your self-esteem, and creating a positive self-image. For the work that I do in counseling, that's really the main goal, is to help people to improve their self-esteem and to create a positive self-image. In other words, to learn how to love themselves. So what I'd like to do is to briefly go over 17 points, 17 strategies that you could start implementing to help you improve your self-esteem. The first one, which is extremely important, especially with the work of Louise Hay, is embracing positive self-talk. It's learning to increase and your positive self-talk about yourself and to decrease saying negative things about yourself. Louise Hay said in her work that if you could accomplish just this one component of transformation, your life would change drastically and for the better. So the idea is to learn how to start to say positive things about yourself and decrease all of the negative self-talk. The second one is also has to do with the same thing, but it has to do with other people. Learning how to say only positive things about other people and not complaining or not saying anything negative about other people. One of the interesting components of this is that when we say negative things about other people, we're really putting ourselves down. Our unconscious mind truly doesn't get the distinction between ourselves and another person. So when we say something negative, our subconscious mind thinks that we're talking about ourselves. So if we do a put down of somebody, our unconscious mind takes that as a put down about ourselves. The next component is very simple, is the use of positive affirmations. And it's a practice that anybody can get involved in. But you learn how to start to say, I am perfect, whole, and complete. I am good enough just as I am. And to repeat these statements, when we say positive affirmations, the term affirmation really means thought. So we're just creating positive thoughts for ourselves. And the key to it, the sentence stem, is I am. I am good enough just as I am is a positive statement that will help you. The fourth component of this is to acknowledge and praise yourself and other people. It's always very, very good to acknowledge all the victories and the successes that we are involved in, and also to acknowledge them in other people. The number 5, which I believe in greatly, is to have an attitude or to develop an attitude of gratitude. When we wake up in the morning, and throughout the day, if we repeat what we're grateful for, the things in our lives that we're extremely grateful for, what we're saying is that we want to keep them and we want them to be enhanced in our lives. So an attitude of gratitude is extremely important for helping to create a positive self-image. The sixth component of this is to take full responsibility for your life. And this is probably one of the major components of transformation, the work of Louise Hay and even people like Wayne Dyer. So we fully acknowledge that everything that we're thinking, feeling, doing, all of our experiences, we're the author of. We created all of them. Also, number 7, to accept our current circumstances. It's important for us to accept the fact of where we are in life. We cannot change anything until we accept it. We accepted it, that it exists, and especially we accept the fact that we created it. Then we're in a position to basically start to change it. The 8th one, which I think is extremely important, not that easy to do sometimes, is to be patient and kind with ourselves and other people. Being patient with ourselves, allowing ourselves to work on things and to work on our transformation, to make changes, and getting that change takes time. And we have to be patient with that process. Extremely important. Number 9, live in the present moment. As we know, the past does not exist. nor does the future. The only thing that really exists that has anything called ontology, which is being, is our present. When we are focused consciously and unconsciously in the present, we're accessing our power to change and transform our lives. Also, number 10, which sometimes is overlooked by people, is to prioritize physical health, to get into things like exercising, to eat properly. These are things that are extremely important. We have to take care of our body, our physical health. Also, number 11, seeking support when needed. I'm a big advocate of people having a counselor, a therapist, and working diligently to try to change their thinking. In my opinion, thinking is the most important part of our things. And when we change how we think, we change our entire life. And especially when we change how we see ourselves, our self-image. So the number 12 is support others in their healing. It's always important to be of service to other people. Being of service to other people, in my opinion, is one of the highest things that we can do as human beings. Number 13 is practicing forgiveness. Forgiveness allows us to let go of the past and move into the present. It allows us to also start to access our power. The key to forgiveness is ultimately to assume responsibility, that we created all of it, all of our experiences. Number 14, to connect with a higher power. And I think this is important, whether and there's many ways to do this. In the work of transformation, I believe to connect with a higher power is that we do that by learning how to love ourselves. Learning how to love ourselves authentically is our access to connection with our higher power, spirit, source. You could even call it God. Number 15, engage in a therapeutic support. And sometimes this can be like group therapy. Every morning at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8, 7 days a week, I conduct a group therapy session, and it's online on Zoom. And anybody who's working on themselves in recovery or mental health can attend the group. It is free. There is no admission to it. You can access the group by going onto my website, enhancedhealing.com. And there's a way for you to click into, you'll click in a button that says free support group. And then you get in and I'll let you in, and then the group is run every day like that. Number 16, release attachments to external factors. It's over-identification with possession, status, relationships that can create instability in our self-worth. By cultivating inner security and detaching from external validations, we build resilience and an authentic self-esteem. We are not what we do. We are not what we have, and we are not really the opinions of other people. We're something else. So when we define ourselves by one of those people, places, and things, we're creating the possibility of a collapse, of something not going right in our work, a breakdown. The number 17, and this is one of my pet peeves that I have, is implement a daily health plan. And there's a phrase that I like, it's plan your work and work your plan. To have a plan, I have one that starts at 4 o'clock in the morning and goes until I stop work at 6, and bedtime is around 9. But it's a plan that I work on. I have it ready for me on my desk every morning that I wake up, and it gives my life structure, and it lets things be predictable. So having a daily health plan to me is extremely crucial for anybody. So I hope these strategies for improving self-esteem and creating a positive self-image have seemed important to you. If you would like to review the blog article, you can go to the website and actually read it. It is a little bit more in detail than what I went through. But in the description part of this video blog, I will put how to get to that article. so that you can reach it. I would again like to thank you for showing up this afternoon, and I will be on tomorrow to present another video blog. Thank you again, and be safe and take care.